Hey guys, Slump92 here again today with episode number 3 of my top bargains of the week, the FIFA 13 version of this series. Quickly wanted to apologize for not uploading during the past week. I think I only uploaded on Monday, but that is still due to the fact that I'm learning for an important exam that is coming up on the 19th of March. So I guess until then I probably won't be able to upload frequently, but I'm very sorry for that. Explained that earlier, I think, in another video as well, so please stay with me through that time. Anyways, let's move on to the actual video now, and as you probably all know already, I trade on the Xbox 360, and as always, the EA tax takes 5% off every player you sell. On the 5th place this week, the informed Paulinho. He's default set as a center midfielder, but in this case I got him in the center attacking midfield position. He plays for Corinthians in the Liga do Brasil and is from Brazil himself. Very solid stats on his card all around. As you can see, every stat is above 70 there, which is pretty good, and allows you to play him in the center attacking midfield spot, CM spot, or even as a center defensive midfielder, even though I probably wouldn't choose that last option because he's got a high attacking work rate compared to a medium defensive work rate, so he probably is more suited to a CM spot, center attacking midfielder, or maybe even center forward. Haven't tried him out yet on this game, but I sure want to do this because of his great stats all around, pretty good shooting as well. Only 3-star skill moves, which is a bit of a letdown, but you can't really complain about that, and also 3-star weak foot is quite solid, so overall a pretty good player. On the 4th place this week, informed Gibbs. He's a left back and plays for Arsenal London in the Buckets Premier League, and he's from England, as you probably all know already. 84 in pace is great for a left back. 77 defending is not too high, but also not too bad for a fullback there, in my opinion. Medium work rate is actually very nice because I tend to look for left backs and right backs, of course, as well, who don't have a high attacking work rate. They just get up the pitch way too much, in my opinion, on this game if you play on balanced and not on defensive. Pretty good stats all around, as I said. Actually not too sure if he's worth the coins compared to his normal card, which is of course already pretty good and a very solid left back for the Barclays Premier League, but there are some other options as well, like for example informed Jose Enrique, who is a very good player there as well. On the 3rd place this week, the informed Micoli. He's a striker and plays for Palermo in the Serie A and is from Italy. Fantastic stats on his card there, in my opinion, all in pace, dribbling, shooting, and even passing. Very good stats there. He's got a high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, which is perfect in my opinion for a striker, center forward, or even as a center attacking midfielder, because I used him in a center attacking midfield spot in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation, and he was actually very good in that as well. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot ability as well, and I won't list any of his in-game stats simply because there are so many over 90, but you can be sure that curve, finishing, long shots, shot power, agility, reactions, all these good stats you need as a striker on this game, in my opinion at least, are above 90, so a perfect striker there in my opinion, and one of the most enjoyable players I've used so far on FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. On the 2nd place this week, the man of the match, Emenike. He's usually, of course, a right winger. In this case, I have him as a right midfielder, and his default card is, of course, a striker, as you probably all know. He plays for Spartak Moscow in the Russian league and is from Nigeria. 91 in pace, 82 in shooting, so a huge upgrade there compared to his normal card. I think he's only got 78 in shooting on there, but is, of course, still very overpowered. In-game, he's actually got 92 in finishing, 96 shot power, and the 96 strength, which makes him one of the most lethal strikers on the game, in my opinion, because of the good combination of high pace and very high strength. He's got a high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, once again, like with Micoli, perfect for a striker. And in this case, if you play him as a right winger as well. Only 3-star skill moves, which is one of the letdowns of this card. 4-star weak foot is decent, and then 54 in passing is of course atrocious for a midfielder. But to be honest, I'm very glad that he actually isn't a striker card, because so many people would use him, as the normal version is of course so overpowered on this game. One of the most frustrating cards to play against on this year's FIFA, in my opinion. So I'm actually very glad that he isn't a striker. And then finally, on the 1st place this week, the informed Keisuke Honda. I think he was in the first episode of this series as well, if I'm not mistaken there. In this case, I got him in the striker position. He's of course usually a center attacking midfielder by default. He plays for CSKA Moscow in the Russian league and is from Japan. 98 in curve, 92 shot power, 93 free kick accuracy, and I think also 89 in long shots in game. So very good shooting stats. Then of course he's very good at free kicks. Talked a lot about him in the first episode of this series. He's only got 3-star skill moves, which is a huge letdown compared to previous FIFA versions. And on the other hand, he has got 4-star weak foot ability, which is of course very nice. Once again, high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, perfect for a striker, center forward or center attacking midfielder on this game. Wouldn't play him as a center midfielder though because of the high attacking work rate. Anyways, he looks like a pretty good player, and I might actually try him out in a kind of a Japanese team or something like that. So now we are already at the end of this episode of My Top Bargains of the Week, episode 3 of this series. Hope you enjoyed it, even though the deals weren't as great as in last week's episode, but I simply hadn't more time to trade and get better deals, so I'm sorry about that. But as always, please leave your best bargains of this last week down in the comment section below. Once again, very interested in reading them. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you could drop a like on this video, that would be awesome. Have a nice day, and I'll talk to you later.